Well, my new thing is I don't want you round if you useless. I make a living rhyming, same job as Dr. Seuss's. People only give to give back, that's recoupment. Always have their two hands out, like they. My new thing is you ain't even gotta be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, so we can go and make sounds up.
Call you Dale, cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in a fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright. In my dreams.
He's bad news, yeah, that's all anybody's ever said about me. And yeah, I like you cut loose, too. You might coming with a 6-2 humming, Guns N' Roses bumping through a 12 in the floor. I don't need me nothing but a spot out in the country. I smile when they say that I ain't me anymore. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Without a doubt, I've been around. Yeah, everybody knows my name when I show up now. And I've been from New York to LA and every place in between, but they don't do it like we do it in my hometown. 'Cause ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Ain't a thing changed round here but the money. You try to mix it up, but let me tell you something. Same in my Dixie, same rowdy bunch with me. I'll be laid up in the dirt before you ever take it from me. So take the boy out the truck, take the boy out the mud, put him up in a PJ, he'll still try to get them 40 stuck. So line him up, turn it up and keep it running. Say whatever you want, but I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country. Yeah, I'm anything but new to country.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Sending love from a bass compressor. Ground control with a soul like Bowie, and I'll chop you up if I'm under pressure. I don't really wanna brag, I'm just telling that I'm leaving with a bag. High five to the scarred and the strange, from the outlaw that'll never get tamed. Biscuit beats from the pirate band, sign this deal with a lobster hand. Freestyle like a bowling pin, flex these bars on a dolphin fin. Life's too short but I can't complain, doing backflips on a candy cane. Ride my scooter with a cape at night, and I'ma high five me a traffic light. I blink twice then I teleport, got kicked out of the Trump resort. Bought this cloud on a payment plan, then I ghosted out in a minivan. Mic in my hand like a waffle cone, spitting out syrup in the twilight zone. Got no job but I'm on the clock, and you can't stop me cause I don't stop. Hey ladies, oh, when you're hot, yeah. When you're not, nope. Hey fellas,
oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in.
how many licks till the pepper gon' pop? Told my captain.
The playoffs are in full swing as we welcome you to this postseason contest on EA Sports. Tonight's a rivalry matchup in the NFC South. It's the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. These NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. 19. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. Pretty good start here for him. 6 yards on that opening play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Penix here from the gun. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
That's the defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Third down, 1 yard to go. From the shotgun, Penix. It's a gain of 4, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the first down.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat, check.
Again, left side, here's Robinson. His charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
From the 46. Got a man, it's Drake London. And they make the tackle at the 38. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Offense executing early. New set of downs at the 38-yard line. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. Pushing for the red zone. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. No doubt about it, Brock. They are trying to take him out of this game from the start. And a touchdown on the opening drive, that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, this is one of those situations, Kate, where you and I up here in this booth, we can hear it and we can feel it. This crowd senses an opportunity to dig those opponents an early hole that before long might become the grave their season rests in if they don't respond.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Tyler Scott now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. This is Alvin Kamara with it. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap to Shuck. This is caught by Trey Palmer. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
It's a sweep. He pumps the pass forward. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. At the Falcons' 44-yard line.
Motioning the tight end now. Shuck now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. That's caught. Rashid Shaheed makes the play. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
Here we go, set. 19, Charger, 19.
They send a man in motion. Kamara now on 1st and 10. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
and 10 need to get some positive yardage here. They stay on the ground with Camara. Nice drive up the middle, gets him about 3. Ryan Diablo there on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Shot working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. 1 quarter gone in our opening round game of the NFC postseason. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. We're back for the start of the 2nd. Saints have the ball and a chance at 6. And he gets in, touchdown! The Saints finish off their opening drive. Blake Groupie to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. Things going well so far. And they'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Play fake. Penix finds his fullback. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 47-yard line.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Robinson on the inside give. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. That's 16 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Markers reset, ball at the 37.
Let's go. 7 Pirates, 7 Panthers 60, Mustang 19.
Penix now on 1st down. Looking to his fullback now. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
It's nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 79, Kirk. Panther 60, Panther 60. Panther 11, Panther 19 tight, 19 tight.
Throwing Penix. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. He works it down to the edge of the red zone. Play wrapped up by Demario Davis.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate. It takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 21. Finds his back. It's Robinson. Nothing doing on second. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be third and longer.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? Again, panics to the air. Gets this one to London. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Robinson reaches the end zone. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons take a second quarter lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Falcons break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 7. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Set to return this, Trey Palmer. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's first and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Second and 10 now. Off the mark there, incomplete pass.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Kamara running out of the gun. And on third down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Fields this at the 19. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This, the snap that's going to take us inside the 2-minute warning. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down. It's the 2-minute warning now from Atlanta. The Falcons with a lot of work to do to get into scoring range. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. from the 32. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Penix working from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's brought down at the line. The Saints calling for a timeout. They're first. So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Saints to the line now. First and 10. Shot to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
Awareness. Awareness is so critical of where those defenders are down the field to find that open receiver. But it's just as important, Kate, in the pocket. Having awareness of what's going on around you, the QB didn't. And the defense registers a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Motioning him from the slot right. Trying again, following the sack. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play. And you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. Here comes the Saints punting unit. Back deep for the Falcons, Scotty Miller. This one well struck and angled toward the sideline. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30.
At their own 27-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. First and 10. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Second and 4. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they need to get 4 on third down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Penix on third down. On the move, headed right. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and an incomplete.
It's fielded at the 14. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line.
19 seconds. 19 seconds. Set. Set. Broncos leading. 79 Broncos. 18 Pioneers.
Here's Shuck, first and 10. This one gets to the 22. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second down now, 7 to go.
19 Lions. 10 for 11. Buffalo 18.
Shuck's going to throw here. Throw left side cut by Shaheed. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now the offense going to take its third and final timeout. First and 10 now from the 30. Shuck. To the right, it's pulled in by Palmer. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a 21-yard gain. And the Saints are going to have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. To throw again here, it's Shuck. Taken in by Shaheed. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Brock, that was enough of a break. Back to playoff football as the second half of our wild card game gets underway. On the return, here's Palmer. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
Saints take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard
Set.
Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10.
60 Eagles.
Shotgun snap to Shuck. Taken in by Hill, right side. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Their rookie out of Oklahoma there to make that play.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Shuck now from the gun. This ball's cut by Palmer. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
Well, the defense was ready for that throw, stopping him right in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Shuck working from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down. Punt team on the field. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. The bunt heads towards the sideline. Not returnable. Well done. So this one goes out of bounds inside the 20, but not by much. They're giving him the 18-yard line. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboys
Robinson up the middle. That's a nice running there on that 7-yard gain. Make it second down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Let's go now. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Back to 60. Back to 60. Hey, hey.
On second down, Robinson hits a seam at the 40. Has a hole left, room to run. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His third of the game on the ground. Who with the extra point? And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, here's Palmer. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. And you lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Back to throw. Chuck. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
19 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Cut 19. Cut 19. 18 ready. 18 ready.
Third down, here's Chuck. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Wow, tremendous punt here. This one's looking great, angling towards the sideline. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to dump this one off to the fullback. Complete. And he's able to get across the 25 before stepping out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And this hasn't been a common sign out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry. Nothing gained or lost on that run, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, Penix. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball, left side. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
move this offense is making us toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3.
Here we go. Set. Track 60. 65 now. 61. Buffalo 18. Go.
Trying for it with Penix. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Caleb Farley has it. And the Saints are going to have it back, and it's marked at the 38. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks up the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10.
70 Lions.
Handoff headed right, Kamara. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Left wing 19.
Throw on 3rd down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Falcons are going to start out at their own 35.
Their first pick of the game comes at an awfully big moment. Really just cancels out all the great work your defense did to give you that ball.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. All right, with Robinson from the pistol. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the 37, he throws a bullet to this. That's complete inside the 35. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. It goes as a pickup of 37 yards. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. Here's Algier on 1st down. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Falcons will have a first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Ready? 70 Timberwolf.
They go again with Algier. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
We're down to 1 quarter before we determine our wild card winner. The Falcons have the ball and the lead. Only 1 quarter from advancing in the postseason. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 60 by 6. 60 by 6. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Hey, smash Bronco. Let's go.
Elliott straight ahead. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down. A big red zone stop.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Penix now. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. Has room into the secondary. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he goes down. The Falcons got to him. After one play of this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Another try following the sack. Connects on the crosser. He will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Shock looking to pass here. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
1st and 10. Here's Shuck. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
70 Lions. 19 Lions. 18 Raptors. 18 Raptors. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
From the 28. It's caught left side by Hill. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference. And it's as we expected, partner. We call pass interference, so put it at the spot and give him that 1st down. Defense, no doubt, still recovering from that interference call, Brock, but they've got to buckle down here. It's 1st and goal. Running it after the penalty. And he's in for the touchdown. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game.
Saints 14.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up the onside kick. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Give left side to Algier. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. So great work by the running back there, Brock. Found just a little bit of space, and he took advantage all the way for 6.
Big time. I mean, so big time. You know, and you hear running back coaches, Kate, say this. They'll say slow to explode through. And he explodes all the way for the touchdown.
14. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Scott now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun.
Let's go now.
To throw. Shot. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down. Trying again following the sack. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shot. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. It'll be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Desperation time here on fourth. Completes this one to Hill. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
You know, Kim, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Well, left side caught by Shaheed. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
To throw again here, it's Shutt. Hits him on the out route. These guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Take it.
From the red zone now. Complete. It's on the turf. Ball's out. He lost it. But I believe the Saints got this one back. Yep, someone landed on top of that one. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Saints hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. This offense in position now. It's first and goal. Chuck now from the gun. Pass it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. Kamara. And he hauls it across for the New Orleans touchdown. The Saints get it back to within 2 possessions. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints get it back to a 14-point game.
Saints 21.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. Oh, the Saints are looking confident that they have it, and they do! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. New set of downs for him from the 46. Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Rolling out to his left. Man downfield, and he finds London. He hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. They pick up 20 yards there, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Running left is Robinson. And they push him out just as he gets back to the line. Second down coming up.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
They're going to pass it here. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
Let's go. 65, 79, Cougar 19.
Throwing for the pistol, Penix. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. T. Higgins, the touchdown. Extra point by Koo is up and good. And the Falcons stretch their lead to 21.
42. Saints 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Scott now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finds the in route complete. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Given 15 yards on the pickup there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Only took him one play partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. And the caught by his back, Kamara. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. Shuck now on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. And they were the top-ranked team in action in this wild card round, Brock. So this was always the expectation that they'd advance through to the divisional round. And next week, they're going to be right back here playing for a spot in that conference championship. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.